Hello, welcome to Madaraka Lectures, and today we are learning about computer science. In today's session, we are going to see what is computer science, the branches of computer science, together with the importance of computer science and application of computer science. Welcome so much. Before we start, let me pose a question. Have you ever wondered how your phone or computer or even ATM machine works? Before answering that question, let me take you back in time. Imagine life for 40 years ago before computers were common. If you wanted to send a message to a friend in another town, you had to write a letter and wait weeks for it to be delivered. If you wanted to find information for school, you had to spend hours in the library looking through heavy books. Business had to count down money by hands and record everything in big books. Now, fast forward to today. You can send a WhatsApp message and your friend sees it instantly. You can search information in Google in seconds and find any information you want. Business now use computer to calculate salaries, track the sales, and manage money. What changed everything? It is computer science. It is a science that makes our phone, computer, or even ATM machine works. Today, I will show you what computer science is, its branches, why is it important, and where it is applied in our daily life. Computer science is a study of how computer works. It's about learning how things are done in the computer world. So, in a simple way, we can say that is a study of how computer works and how we can use them to solve problems. First, how computer works. You have to know this. This part focuses on the inside of the computer, which is the hardware. The hardware includes things like a processor, which is responsible for processing different activities in the computer. Then we have memory. Memory is a storage which is responsible for holding the operating system and other instruction in the computer. Also, we have a secondary storage, for example, hard disk, which stores our data and our information permanently. Another part is software. Software is a set of instruction or program that tells the computer what to do. Then second, we have how we use the computers to solve problems. This is the exciting part because computers are not just machines, they are problem solvers. They help us do tasks faster, more accurately, and more efficiently. For example, when you use Google Map to find a direction, that is a computer science at work. When doctors use computer system to help diagnose diseases, that's also computer science. Even when you play games, there is a computer science behind the design and the programming of the game. So now, computer science is not only about programming or writing codes, it's about problem solving, logic, and creativity. Computer science involves learning how to build a computer set instead of just using it and understand the computer. Example, instead of only using Facebook or TikTok, computer scientists are the one who actually created and designed those apps. Computer science also involves step-by-step set of instructions that are designed to solve a problem or perform task. So this is a key part of computer science that is called algorithm. Algorithm is a step-by-step instruction used to solve a problem. In our daily life, if we need to make a cup of tea, you follow steps. You boil water, you add tea leaves, you add sugar, you pour and serve. That's an algorithm in real life. When you go to the YouTube and search for a video, the system follows an algorithm to find the best result for you. If you want to sort numbers from smallest to largest, the computer follows sorting algorithm, which is a set of rules that organize numbers steps by step until they are in order. Without the algorithm, computers would not know what to do. Now, computer science has been divided into many branches, and we are going to discuss them one by one. So let's go through some with examples you already know. The first branches of computer science is called artificial intelligence. In artificial intelligence, this is a branch of computer science that makes computers think and act as a human being. Is a part of computer science where we make computers smart so they can think, learn, and make decisions like us, human. Example of artificial intelligence you already know is voice assistants like Siri and the Google Assistant. Another is self-driving cars that can sense the road. Another one is spam filters in your email that separate junk from real messages. In short, AI, which is artificial intelligence, is about creating machine that can imitate human intelligence. The second part is called data science. This is a branch of science that obtain insights and knowledge from large data sets through statistical analysis and machine learning. We can say that science is all about using data to understand the world and make better decisions. As we know, this world is full now of data, and that is a very sensitive issue. So we correct these data that we have, and then we use this data to make a decision. For example, Netflix uses data science to recommend movies you really like. Banks use it to detect fraud by finding unusual patterns. Hospitals use it to predict disease outbreak. So, data science is like being a detective. You collect data, you look for a pattern, and you use them to solve problem or make prediction. Now, think about a school teacher who collects data on which subject students like most. And on his process, he found that 20 students like mathematics, 15 students like English, and 5 students like science. From this data, the teacher decides to add more math lessons. You see, now that's data science, using data to make a good decision that this mathematics, most of the people like mathematics. So I have to increase the lesson of mathematics because most of them, they like it. Now we are going to the third part, which is software engineering. Software engineering, this is a branch of computer science that focuses on how to design, develop, test, and maintain a system software. So we can say it's about building a reliable computer program and the applications that people use in everyday life. So this is software including WhatsApp, which software engineers designed and maintain it. Another one is Microsoft Word. It is a software engineer's product. Even games and apps on your phone, they are all from software engineers. And you all know YouTube, right? The one we are using right now. Behind YouTube, there is a group of people who designed, built it, and update it every day. Those people are software engineers, and without them, apps and games would not exist. Now let's proceed to another branches of computer science, which is called computer networking. Computer networking is a branch of computer science that is show computer communicate with each other and share information. So the purpose of computer networking is sharing information. So computers they connect each other and share information from one person to another. Imagine if your phone could not connect to Wi-Fi, it means there will be no Instagram, no Google, no TikTok. Sure, it will be very, very bad. So networking is what allows computer and phones to connect and share information. The internet itself is the biggest example of computer networking. So networking makes it possible for computers to connect, share, and communicate. Another branches of computer science, this is very, very important. It is called cyber security. The cyber security focuses on protecting computer system and the networks from security breaches, damage, attacks, and unauthorized access. So cybersecurity is for protecting us when we are there to the internet using the network, so we will be safe. So think of it like locking your house doors, but instead we lock computers and the network from hackers. And how do we do this? In order to protect information from hackers and other malicious actors, we use strong password, antivirus software protecting your for protecting your computers. Banks use encryption to keep online transactions safe. So cybersecurity ensures that our information and the systems remain safe, private, and reliable. Now, imagine again, you go to the ATM and insert your card. You type your PIN, but a thief wants to steal it. So cybersecurity is what protects your PIN, your money, and your private information online from hackers. Then the last branches of computer science is called the quantum computing. Quantum computing. This is a branch of computing that uses the principle of quantum physics, the science of very tiny particles like atom and electrons to process information and make computers work better and faster. So quantum computing in another word is called a future of computing. A future of computing. It is very different from normal computers because traditional computers used bits, zeros and ones, but quantum computers use qubits, which makes which can be both 0 and 1 at the same time. This makes them incredibly powerful for certain problem. Example, examples where quantum computing can help. It can help us in discovering new medicine by simulating molecules, solving a very complex mathematical problem, and improving cybersecurity by creating strong encryption. So quantum computing is like a supercharged computer for the future. It is still developing, but it has huge potential. Think of a huge library with millions of books. A normal computer can search one shelf at a time, but a quantum computers can search all shelves at once, making it much faster. That's why it is called the future of computing. Now, Let's go to see the importance of computer science. First of all, it helps to create all software we use in our computer and devices. We have seen that in one of the branches, which is software engineering. Software engineering, they are responsible for creating these apps and softwares like WhatsApp, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Excel, and many other products. So they help to create all software we use in our computer and in our mobile devices. But also it contributes to technological innovation, which improve and speed up process that allow constant change. As we have seen in a quantum computing now, a normal computer can search one shelf to another in a library books, but in quantum computing now we can search all shelves at once. So that is improvement, and the technology are still coming. We have artificial intelligence, we have blockchain, we have quantum computing, and many others. Also, computer science help us to make everything works better and faster. We have seen in computer networking. Now with network, we can share information instantly using WhatsApp. You can send a message to your neighbor and it will reach at the same time. Compared to 40 years ago, where if you need to send a letter to your friend, you have to send it and wait a week for the feedback from your friend. Also, it helps us to develop systems that connect and share information across different devices and platforms. We have seen WhatsApp, those application softwares. We have seen Gmails for sharing information. We have Telegram and many other softwares and systems that help us to share this information. It also helps us to use a lot of information to make decisions and make things better. We have seen through data science, the science of using data to study the pattern and then make prediction or make decision. So using the data which we always use them, so we can process them and have and help us to make a good decision in our daily activities. Also, it helps us in designing systems that keeps our information safe and private, so we can use the internet and the device. So we have seen in cybersecurity. So we have different softwares and systems that help us to protect our data. Yeah, so using this encryption, using antivirus. So in order to protect us while we are in the network, we are in online environment. Also, it helps us to make robots that can do things on their own, such as driving cars and picking up things in a factory. Now we have robots. The artificial intelligence help us to have robots that can help us in faster delivery or faster driving cars by themselves, not human, which saves time. Also, it helps us in creating entertainment such as video games, movies, and music. You have seen the use of Netflix to watch movies, and HD Today for watching movies, YouTube for listening music and learning as we are doing here, and many other platforms for entertainment, videos, games, Spotify. Those are applications that help us to get entertainment. Also, it helps us to solve big problems in science and engineering, such as predicting weather and finding new medicine. So now, quantum computing, which is a future generation, is going to help us more in solving big problems in mathematics, in science, and in any other field. So after having the importance of computer science, now we are going to see the application of computer science. So computer science can be applicable in school to support e-learning, simulation, and research. So you can imagine a student in a remote village connected to an online class using a community Wi-Fi project. Instead of walking miles to access books and knowledge, she now learns coding and math from global teachers right from her home, as we are doing here right now. So this is one of the important application of computer science in education. Also, we have business. This help in accounting, payroll, inventory management, and e-commerce. Nowadays, small shop owners start keeping their digital records of sales instead of using papers. Within months, they notice profit increasing because they can now track which product sells most and restock smartly instead of doing manually, then doing without order and organization. Another one is in health. Now, it help in diagnosis, recording patient records, doing medical research, and having hospital management. So, doctor in a rural hospital consult with specialists in the city through video conferencing. The quick advice helps to save a patient's life without the need of expensive travel to find like what could I do, that perform this surgery or any any case that's facing doctors. Also in communication, so we have emails, we have social networks, video conferencing like Zoom, Google Meet, and many others. So two friends separated by distance may use instant messaging to share idea and support each other daily. What used to take weeks with letters now happen in seconds. Yeah, so this is one of the application also of computer science. Also, we have entertainment. Now, teenagers watches their favorite music shows online, and also learns guitar and music tutorial from YouTube, which what was once only possible in big cities is now available everywhere. Wow, computer science is very, very good. Then we have security. Security. Now, security is used in surveillance system, cryptography, and cyber security. I've seen in one of the branches of computer science. Now, these banks, as a government organization, they use a strong firewalls and a biometric system to protect customers' account and data. Even if someone tries to hack, layers of security keep the information safe. This is very, very good. Also, now we have uh, computer science can be used in transport and government. In transport, now people can track commuters saves time by knowing exactly when the bus will arrive instead of waiting long hours at the station using Google Map and other GPS navigation tools. Also, government also, we have nowadays the government services, national database and planning. So citizens are nowadays applying for IDs and birth certificates online instead of queuing for days at the office. Now they have a government where they can apply the certificates and the national IDs. This saves times, money, and make government service more transparent. Now this is very, very fun now. Also, we have this one. Computer science is not just about coding. It's about solving problems with technologies. It has many branches, as we have seen, but is much more than just writing code at its core. It's about using technology to solve real-world problems. It has many branches like networking, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, and data science, and it plays an important role in our daily life, from education and health to business and entertainment. Computer science touches almost every field and make our world more connected and efficient. Now, as a young learner, you are the future computer scientist who will create tomorrow's solution. You are future computer scientist. One day, you could be one to design next social media app, invent a robot that help in hospital, or create technology that help farmers to grow more food. Remember, technology is not only about using it. It is about creating solution. Now, thank you very much for listening. I hope this presentation has inspired you to see how computer science shape our world, and how you can be part of its future. In your upcoming session, we will explore computer system, the core of how computer works and interact with us. Thank you. Meet you again. Bye.